We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Giant defense. And they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start out here with the option left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll run here with a rookie. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First and 10, Taylor now. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Giants at 11-4 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, win it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Richardson out of the shotgun. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You talk about this Giant defense. Well, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw in film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage is in lockdown mode everywhere.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 69 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after 1. Now third down and very long. Here's Richardson to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Tracy trying the right side. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And my goodness, another interception. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time.
And now here is another interception. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. On the give, it's Tracy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Right back to Tracy. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the defense able to force the interception and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They go play action with Richardson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell, 81 yards. And the Colts are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Oh, they'll try to run a reverse here. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
17 yards and a giant first down. On the run is Tracy. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are pouring it on. Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now 2nd and 3. Now it's Richardson. And my goodness, another interception. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Second and 5.
Off the play fake, Jones.
This is down the field for Bellinger. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Adonai Mitchell.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempted.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
In motion, the tight end.
Richardson looking to throw.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now Richardson.
He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called.
A final shot before the half. Richardson
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. Taylor, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, as time expires in the first half. And the Colts get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get... to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. That is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Jones. Being chased out left. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. Richardson. And, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Off play action, Richardson.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
And Richardson yet again.
Out to his left.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
After running it, now Richardson will throw it.
Buying time. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Richardson will throw for it.
Dancing to his left.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Gay is on for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that was definitely a surprise there. Handed to the big guy on first down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the second level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Jones now from the gun on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Powerful running. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Richardson off the play fake.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Adonai Mitchell.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Escapes the defender. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up.
On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
So the Colts now bringing the offense back onto the field as they'll go for two.
The Colts will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got it at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal.
Giants 45.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Gay now set to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
There he goes again, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 67 yards. And the Giants use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson shotgun on third down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down. Trailing in the fourth quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On first down, Goodson.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Richardson steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense is moving it a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Goodson escaping a tackler at the 25. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 23. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Richardson now going to fake the jet sweep, and he'll throw on play action.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Up the right sideline. Now look out.
And finally taken down at the 34.
127 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Throwing Jones. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Richardson. That is caught. Bateman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Richardson to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Oh, look at the juke.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one.